Hey Eric, here's some videos, or a video, and I have some pictures I'll send you. Everything's a big cluttered up mess right now. But I have some posters here. These are all framed, but I guess you don't want the frames. From the Hanford auction and the world's fastest Indian. That's old Triumph T140. That's actually, I have that bike still. Some soda crackers. Steve McQueen. A lot of people think that's me, but that's really Steve McQueen. A DGR, probably want to keep that. But another soda crackers, and another soda crackers, and another picture of me. Or maybe that's Steve McQueen. It's hard to tell. There's no Indian. That's a steel deal. That's from a Vincent meet I went to a while back. These are all kind of personal. These are pictures of me. So you don't want that. Let me see if I can move around here. Sorry for the poor quality. It's really cluttered in here as we try to move stuff out. Where's my brother? He made the mistake of showing up, and I put him to work while I walk around with the camera. So these are posters I've collected over the years. A couple of them are signed that my son and I got. I don't want to sell those, but there's a Ducati poster. There's an old BMW poster, and another Triumph poster. Another Ducati Monster on any Sunday. That's steel plate or steel placard. That's me and my brother, a trip we took to Denver a few years ago. I got these large BMW posters, Cafe Racer poster. And there's I think that was Evel Knievel's old bike. There's Batgirl on her motorcycle back in the day. Let's see if I can work around here. That's my bike, my old RS. Laguna Seca steel plate. There's a Ducati article. What is that one? I can't remember. 98cc Ducati. There's my R90S. I'm going to keep that one. Here's a Vincent poster. All the old Vincent models. A KTM parking sign. There's an R27. It's an R25. That's a little steel too. So if you end up getting something, I'll send you that one as well, so you have it. And there's a Triumph, a 1966 Triumph RT. That's a ground up Resto I've been working on. This is a scooter race from back in the 50s or 60s. What else do we have here? It's a pretty ragged poster, but it's no Triumph Rocket 3. Got the old Rockstar Energy lighted sign, Ducati Multistrada. That's old, but that was a big poster. A couple of Distinguished Gentlemen's posters. That's my old HP2. And that's just kind of a general interest. Another DGR. I guess I have more DGR signs than I thought. That's me on a chopper I built. Ducati Day, and the King. Got the King on his Harley Davidson. Let's see. Do I have anything else over here that might be of interest? These are mostly paper posters on the other side of the room here, and quite honestly, more than half of them are cutouts. Oops, they're cutouts from calendars. There's a lot of noise over here, huh? There's a poster from the Nürburgring, and these are pictures out of my trip to South America. I have a calendar with all these pictures in it. There's a on any Sunday poster, which is kind of cool. That actually is me riding in a snowstorm in Ushuaia, Daytona, and Isle of Man. And that was in Colombia. That was our trip. And that was in Patagonia. That was in Bolivia. That's the road of death in Bolivia. And let's see, what is this? Aaron Bobert and Eric Bostrom. I don't know if you remember Eric Bostrom or not, but I got to know him a little bit. And I raced one of his old bikes. I got it as a hand-me-down. Lodi dirt track advertisement. I can't see what that is. I'm looking straight into the light. That's a Ducati. Neil Hodgson's on his Ducati. And there's a Kentucky Kid right there. That was in Chile. And let's see. An old Ducati poster, an old Triumph one. Che Guevara, I got that in Cuba a couple of years ago. And this guy doing wheelies on his BMW R100. This is a nice poster from the Art of the Motorcycle. Migola. It's got the engine attached to the front wheel. And that's a scene off camera from The Great Escape. So Stephen Queen, James Garner, and I just forgot the other actor's name. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got stuff stacked everywhere here. El Camino, the swap meet down in Southern California. There's a TT races. I think this is from the 50s. Yeah, back in the 50s, and some Triumph. These are just cutouts out of a calendar. And the American Scooter Racing Association, we had their national rally here last year, so that was a poster from that. And I don't remember what that is. It's something to do with Harleys. Norton Manx 3040, and just a general American classic. So that's kind of the key. I have a couple of pictures over here from Felix's collection, but most of these I want to keep. That's my R90S. That's me. Who wants a picture of that? I'd sell that Triumph picture and that BSA picture. And that's my old bike. That's an old Norton 750 SS. They're all beautiful pictures. That was our very first bike night here. And that's my wife and I on our first publicity shot for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Anyway, trying to see what else we got here. There's an old Indian Chief. There's a BMW, it doesn't show up, R75. That was an advertising photo from 1973. And that's my dad and my cousin on it, Dad's old Indian. And this is a mounted canvas, kind of a cool thing. It's kind of silly, but that I had that made a couple years ago. That's going to John Panic. And I have this one. This is actually a BMW ad, and it's a R1200 GS Adventure. I forget where that was at. I can't remember where that was at. And this one is a signed photo or painting of Colin Edwards. My son got that for me. We were at Laguna Seca, and he got Colin to sign that for him. And I think that's about it. There may be a couple of other things around here, but that's most of it. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. I love your office, Eric, and I hope everything's going great in Texas. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.